Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Brown Dust 2 video. So guess what? We have a new character coming up tomorrow, and that's going to be the new character right here, Darian. Alright, Prophetic Dream, Darian. Now as per usual, keep in mind that she might not, be able to show her full potential just due to now how she works, right? She only has one costume for the time being. So always keep in mind that, once the later costume comes, things are going to be a little bit different. Now, for those of you who didn't follow in the story, right, she's pretty much, related to Blade if you guys are not aware. So let's talk about her kit, and we're gonna jump into, whether or not I think she's worth pulling, right? Okay, so first things first, let's bring up this particular video. If you guys haven't seen, I think this pretty much exposes her skill, tile range and stuff, right? So obviously, we gotta watch a censored version just to be safe, we're on YouTube after all. I accept gladly. Okay. So as you can see, I thought that was pretty cool, alright? So she is going to be able to hit in a cross tile, alright? So very, very good. We don't really have much like X tile range character, and plus she's a physical as well. So is this better? Obviously it's not better than 3x3, right? So I'm sure you guys are aware 3x3 tiles, those are going to be way better in most situations. But for now, I have a feeling she has a lot of potential, and she's probably going to be, as strong as, if not stronger than some of the physical DPS that we have right now. So as you can see, alright, so they did reveal the element right here. So she's going to be a water, alright? And that's going to be very, very interesting. So being a water type, that means she is going to pretty much compete against another character, and that is going to be Sylvia. Now a little bit unfortunate because if you're talking about physical water, right, Sylvia is pretty much up there. The problem is Sylvia is a little bit expensive to build as well, right? So I think in some situation Sylvia can shine because she has this particular one which buffs herself, and then she has one more right here. Alright, as you can see, she's going to be able to do multi-hit right here. Alright, so Darian shines or excels in doing a single one chain hit. Alright, so she doesn't do like multiple chains. So that's going to be that, right? So one more thing is also you can see at +1, ideally that's going to be a decent stopping point if you are free to play, just to get it down to 3 SP. I think for 3 SP, she's really strong, right? She's really strong for 3 SP if you look at it overall, right? So if you look at this is the most recent Sylvia costume that we have. If you look at this particular one, alright, you're gonna get 750%, but this one is going to be 4 SP, right? This is also cooldown is going to be 3 turns. For 4 SP you do 750%, and then you can see the skill tile range. Maybe in some situation this is going to be much more advantageous, but if you look at Darian's one, she has way higher multiplier, alright? So 3 SP at +1, she's already doing 500% to all the other areas. And then right here you can see in the main target, the one specifically is going to do 775%. So this goes up 600% for the other targets, 950 for this particular one. It goes up to 700% for all the surrounding ones, and then 1125% for the main one in the middle. So that's going to be very, very interesting. Also notice a knockback right here. I find this very interesting. So she's able to basically drag the enemy out, right? She basically hits it upwards to this particular tile range. I find that very, very interesting, alright? I feel like this is going to be one of the better ones moving forward, right? So if you calculate everything alongside with the skill potential, ooh, this is going to be insane, right? So if you look at this, alright? In a scenario where you are going to be able to hit every single character, so 700%, you get more increase right here to 900%, and then the 1125 is going to be let's see 1300%. So that's pretty much insane, right? So you can see right here as illustrated in this picture, right? So if she's going to be able to hit, like let's say in a couple of enemies are going to be hit in this particular cross tile, alright? So assuming she hits in the middle, her multiplier is insane, alright? 4900% if you calculate everything. This is really, really high, alright? 4900% is pretty much going to be up there. Now is she at Tier's level? I think Tier is still going to be a little bit higher, but right now, again, these two characters aren't complete, so it's really hard. Wait, what happened to my weapon? somebody stole my weapon away. So that's going to be a little bit unfortunate. I'm supposed to have this particular one. Alright, so that's just going to be what I have for the time being. But pretty much in that case, if you look at Tear, again, I completely forgot her multiplier. She's 1400%, but you can see this is going to be her range, right? So I think Tear is still going to be higher if you are... Like, again, this is like, if we are looking at like a realistic scenario where it benefits them, right? So even if you can hit like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Even if you hit 5 enemies, even though she can hit way more, but even if you hit 5 enemies, that's already going to be more than Darian's one, right? So I still think right now, alright, if you're looking for a water physical, especially for those of you who don't have Sylvia, she's definitely going to be a very, very good consideration. I do like it. You can probably pair her with Blade as well if you think about it, right? So Blade is going to be very, very good just because Blade has one costume that also improves the... Let's see. Which one is Blade's one? This particular one. Blade is really, really strong in this particular regards. She's able to apply 150% vulnerability to the main target, right? So she's going to do pretty much the same thing. They are both very front. So I don't see why you can't pair them together, right? Because in most cases... Oh wait, she's a skip. Oh no, she's a skip. That makes her even more valuable than I think, right? So I just realized that. I thought she's a front hitter. But then she's a vault, I guess, when demonstrated right here. In this particular tower range. Was there an enemy in front? I thought there was an enemy in... Yeah, there is an enemy in front. So she is a skip, she's a vault. So it's going to be a little bit difficult, I guess, in that case, to pair her with Blade, because Blade is most front. So ideally, even if there's a character in front, she's going to hit it at the back, unless there's only one enemy in that particular lane, right? But if there's like 2 enemies, one in the front, one in the back, Blade is going to hit the front one, and for Darian, she's going to hit the back one. So it's going to be a little bit of a finicky one. Maybe she can pair with Zenith, alright? Zenith is going to be the few one that I can think of. I think that's going to make more sense, and you are going to stack a bunch of chain. So depending on the enemy's weak spot as well, right? So that's going to be something to consider. But all in all, yeah, for 3 SP, I think this is as good as it gets. I'm surprised that they even give her like a 3 turn. I would assume this would be much more of a 5 turn. So I'm going to assume that she's probably going to have at least one more costume later on for herself. So that's pretty much what it is. Pretty strong, very, very, you know, very high value DPS character. If you're lacking in the water element, definitely consider her. Especially for those of you who don't have Sylvia. If you have Sylvia, you probably can get away with just using Sylvia, let's be honest, right? So that's just going to be how it is. Yeah, are you guys pulling? Let me know in the comments section below. That's going to be it for Prophetic Dream Darian. I'll see you guys in the pools then. I'm going to do some pulls when she comes out, right? So that's going to be it for the time being. Alright, subscribe, give it your like, have a nice day, bye bye.